What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in this video, we're going to go ahead and do another, Pirate Rumble video. And I know the last couple of days have been a lot of Pirate Rumble related videos. But today we're going to be going ahead and using a Sugofest exclusive character, which I haven't actually used in Pirate Rumble yet, which is this guy right here, Bartholomew Kuma, my man Kuma, who we're going to go ahead and use today. And hopefully we can go ahead and get a couple dubs, of course. Now, this team that I do have here is kind of, pretty broken, honestly. This is a lot to take in. There is a lot of attack power going on, and I'm expecting to see some huge numbers be dealt today. So let's go ahead and see how we kind of perform with Legend Kuma, plus as well Final Tap Kid on the team as well. This is going to be kind of crazy. But Kuma's passive in Pirate Rumble is going to give your strength allies level 5 attack, and then he gives himself level 10 blow away percent up. Now, that is a very uncommon thing that we see in Pirate Rumble, essentially meaning when he does his normal attack, he has a really high chance of blowing them away or blowing them back, which means that when you do that, he gives your strength allies level 3 attack, and he can do that up to 3 times. So this guy by himself can give, level 14 attack to your strength allies. That's incredible. That's a lot of attack power. And then a 32 CT special that targets enemies in a large range for 2 times his attacker's damage. And then he targets an enemy ignoring defense for 2 times attack as well. So one enemy is going to be dealt with a lot of damage. But he only ignores defense for 1 attack, which does kind of suck, comparatively to Final Tap Kid, right? But I think we're going to get a lot of good success here today. We've got Kaku and Toki for all of their amazing debuffs against Dex. And then I felt like using X-Drake today because we haven't used X-Drake that much in Rumble. So hopefully he provides us with some really nice stuff today too. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some matches to utilize the brand new Sugofest exclusive Kuma. Alright, so we've already found ourselves our first opponent, which is a pretty good looking Dex team in all honesty. Relatively bulky, Cat Dog on here as well. This is a pretty effective looking Dex team right here. We do have to watch out for Doflamingo. I didn't actually check what the bulkiness of my team is actually going to be like, so that could honestly be a little bit of a problem. I did see that we have a lot of base stats that are already given to our crew due to the championship buffing all of our characters, but have a look at that. Only 3 defense. That honestly could be a little bit of an issue, and you guys would have seen there that Kuma did his normal attack, which actually gave us another level 3 attack buff. Dude, when we do damage, we are going to be hitting so incredibly hard. So Kaku already doing really good damage and also lowering their defense. X-Drake, he's going to be a nice addition too with his special, 30% damage, crit up, knockback as well, and action binding. Whoo, you love to see it. And Kid, yes, there we go. Kid coming through. I completely forgot that X-Drake was able to action bind. That's awesome. That was a lot of damage coming in there from Moria. Always a really big problem unit. And Zora, he actually will be launching his special when he comes up too. So that is going to be kind of problematic. But here we go with Kuma. Let's see how much damage Kuma can actually do. Let's see it. There we go, boom! Just getting that KO, dude. That was a very, very fast match. And of course, defense is not what we're aiming to do here. We're just aiming to do as much damage as possible, clear them out, and I think that we did a pretty successful job at that, lowering their defense and CT with Kaku and Toki, huge damage with Kid and Kuma, and then with X-Drake, a really nice utility unit that can kind of hinder the Dex team from doing damage against us. A pretty impressive showing, I think, from that first match. So this is a pretty interesting looking team. I mean, we have a full board of characters here, including maxed out bench and some very interesting choices, especially Magellan and Frankie. Those characters, if I remember correctly, both apply the damage over time debuff to our crew, meaning that when we do a normal attack, a significant portion of our health is going to be reduced. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one kind of goes, but I think their CT is relatively high, I think. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to pretty much do as much damage as we can before those guys are able to apply that debuff in the first place. So I'm not really too concerned about it right now. Toki's actually taking a lot of damage at the start of this fight here, which is not what we wanted to see. So we have X-Drake and Kaku ready to go, and both of them are going to be going back to back, which is fantastic. So we're going to get some health cut, the blow away percent, so that's going to be really good for Kuma. And we actually action binded a couple of them as well, which is fantastic. Kid is ready to go once again. Let's go, Kid. getting not any KOs, which is a little bit unfortunate there. At least when Kuma is able to launch his special, he's going to be ready to go, which is going to be great. And it looks like we are going to be inflicted with damage over time, so that is not ideal at all. For 48 seconds, that's pretty significant. I have no idea what that guy does. He does damage over time as well? Oh my god. Alright, Kuma, let's go. That was good. That was really good. We knocked out 3 characters with that one Kuma special. Kaku, actually, when he comes up, actually might be able to launch too. That damage over time is going to stack pretty well. Oh, we got rid of Frankie, and we got rid of Sober Mask there as well. Okay, so Paralysis. I mean, this is a pretty interesting team, just applying a lot of debuffs, but I mean, we just have a lot going in our favor here, and we're going to action bind 2 of them as well. So yeah, it's just GG. Yeah. That was so much damage. 11k damage from Kaku. God damn, dude. Yeah, so Dex teams aren't really going to be going too well against this ultra powerful, ultra offense strength team. This is not a team that you would normally use, in my opinion, because I feel like you do want to have some type of bulk in order to, you know, just be extra safe and secure. But still, it's impressive to just go ultra offense and get the dub that way too. So this is our first time going up against the Borsalino, which is kind of an interesting choice because Borsalino can provide some pretty interesting attack and defensive buffs, and his CT is so low that it does actually launch quite often, you know, throughout the quest here. So we'll see what happens, you know, and seeing if the bulk that Kizaru can provide with his special is actually going to help them out. I don't think it will, but let's see how it goes. You know, you never know, right? We could get super unlucky with some special activations, and we could just straight up lose the game. Look, Pirate Rumble in and of itself is an RNG game mode. You're not guaranteed to win any particular match. Anything can happen, right? So let's see what happens. So Borsalino, as I said, is already going to be launching, and Kaku is taking a lot of damage at the start here. Kuma just missing out on his special activation. We are getting X Drake though. Hopefully get some action binding. That would be really good. We did. We action bind 3 of them. Kuma also received the blow away percent up. He's at level 17, so I would think at every opportunity he normal attacks, it should give us a blow away, which will give us the level 3 attack buff. Kaku coming in, lowering their defense, which is great. Dogstorm is actually going to give them even more stats and some counter buffs as well, so that's actually kind of an interesting choice. So they're going to be countered, but here we go with Kuma. Good damage, and oh wow, Luffy actually revived the Cat Viper, but he's not going to revive when Kid launches the special. Oh my god, it's a wrap. Wrap it up and tie it with a bow. That is good game, my friends. Oh my god. 5k normal attack is crazy, dude. Alright, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. When you got 2 heavy hitters like that, that is just insane. It's actually insane, dude. I mean, Kuma, he did really good damage, but then, you know, we couldn't get a KO because Luffy decided to revive the Cat Viper, but Final Tap Kids say, not today. And we ended up getting that win, which is fantastic. So in summary, I think Kuma is a pretty solid option for those of you out there that were unlucky enough not to get your hands on Final Tap Kid. In pretty much every single situation, I think that Final Tap Kid is a better option over Kuma. But you know, if you don't have that character, Final Tap Kid, then yeah, this is going to be your consolation prize, as he does provide somewhat similar effects to what Kid can do. They both have very similar passives in focusing on providing attack buffs to your strength allies, and they both have a special that can do pretty decent damage and damage through defense, but I do think that Kid is going to be the overall better pick, and in a lot of situations, I wouldn't really suggest running both Kuma and Kid together. They kind of just do the same thing, and while we saw in a couple of situations where having both of them on the crew was very beneficial, I think it would be a better idea to replace Kuma with more bulk to your team so you can tank more hits and take on more difficult teams. That would be probably my ideal solution with Kuma in Pirate Rumble, is basically if you have Final Tap Kid, use him instead. If not, Kuma is still a pretty good option on top of that. But that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.